Hello, Aquarius. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in the sign of Aquarius. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. And if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you returning and supporting my channel. Okay, so I was guided to do these bonus readings by Spirit in meditation. I've had some very strange past couple of days, lots of downloads, lots of energy. Portals are opening. There's all kinds of things happening on the spiritual side of things, as well as there's a lot of things happening in our physical world as well that can be quite stressful and dependent upon where you put your focus, right? So one of the things that Spirit had wanted me to share in these readings specifically was for the new moon. The new moon is on the 14th. This is a time, it's called the new harvest moon. It's going to be in Virgo. And so that energy is an energy to help us get it organized. So it's to help us organize not only day to day, but to help set up practices so that we become more organized as people anyway. One of the things that was suggested was you can make a list of things that you want to accomplish, and then you can tick the boxes, right? So that way you can see your progression, and it actually makes you feel good when you get to tick a box, right? So it's supposed to help switch your mental way of thinking about things. We all go through the tasks of our day, and a lot of times those tasks don't need to be written down. But if there's other things that you're working towards, what are the steps included in order to get you to your bigger picture? So this helps you to break down getting from point A to point Z. And that's kind of one of the suggestions they're talking about. Now, what I do for the new moon energy is I just take a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I draw a big circle in the very center of the paper. I put on the inside of that circle all the things that I want to create, what I would like to happen in my life, because that gives my mind focus, right? Because where your attention goes, your energy flows. We are creators. We are creator beings. We create out of nothing pretty much, or maybe there's ethereal, ether, whatever it is that we create from. But it all has to do with our mind, our attention, and then a lot of times it has to do with the actions that we take in order to bring those things into our lives. Because you can throw stuff out into the universe, but you can also then, if you don't take some type of an action to create that for yourself, you can negate that request depending on what your thoughts are. Soon after that request is made, you can cancel it out. So these are kind of the bigger principles about manifestation. But one of the things that Spirit really wanted me to drive home was I got into this deep, I guess it was a download of some kind, because they were talking about how the dark side operates and how they utilize humanity's heart and our ability to create in order to create the fear things that happen in our reality. And this is a really deep concept, right? Because what the deep side does is they plant seeds through media, through Hollywood, through movies, through social media, through books. And then when enough of us tap into that energy that is being projected to us, we start analyzing it, we start incorporating it, we build up fear towards it, and they utilize that fear within us to help manifest their creation, because they're no longer connected to the God source. They're no longer connected to God. And so they use us as their creators. So we're slaves, kind of, in a way. So when you focus on fear, or on the really big scary thing, whatever that means to you, we are the ones creating it. And we have to own that, right? If you don't want to create the big, ugly things out there, then you got to change what's going on inside of you. And that's really the only place that you have an opportunity to make change is within yourself. You act, you become, you exude the type of person that you want to be, the type of person you want others to look up to and respect and want to emulate, because we lead by example. So I got this saying from Pam Gregory. I listened to Pam Gregory. She's an astrologer. She's an amazing astrologer. I listen to her whenever she posts anything. I've been listening to her for quite a long time. But one of the things that she recently said was starve out the scary and love in the good. And I just feel like that is such an excellent place for us to begin these readings, for these bonus readings. Okay, so I'm going to do the reading a little different. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. It's a new Celtic cross for me. I have done several other types of Celtic cross, but I got this new version from another master tarot reader that I am friends with, and I decided I'm going to try it for myself. I will start off with an oracle card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. And the reason why is because, you know, the dolphins and the whales use sonar to navigate, and that's how they communicate with one another. They can be on one side of the planet and they can send out a sonar message to their tribe on the other side of the planet. You know, it's all through the water and everything. And so those beings are actually six-dimensional beings. How they were able to be here in the 3D, on the third dimensional level, is beyond me. I don't know how they were able to be here with us at this time, but thank goodness that they are, because I feel like they have been holding that higher dimensional vibration for us. If you've ever gone to one of those events where you actually get to meet the dolphins, if you've ever gone to one of those events where you have gone whale watching, I'm telling you, it's life-changing, because there's something that happens to you heart to heart. I've had two experiences in my life where I got to work with the dolphins, and I've also got to work with sea turtles, and stingrays and a whole bunch of other things. I would never do the sharks. No, I'm not that brave, but there's something that happens. There's a connection that happens, and I feel like they kind of activate us when we are in their presence in a way that we recognize that signature. We recognize that six-dimensional vibration, that, you know, we came from. Like, we came from the higher realms, and we came here specifically to help this specific time in this evolutionary path for the planet and for humanity. So we're the chosen ones. We're the people that are going to get us out of the mess too. So you have to work on yourself. Okay. Sorry if I feel like, if it feels like I'm lecturing. I'm not. I'm just very passionate about, you know, leading by example and coming from the place of honor, integrity, and courage, right? It's my mantra. It was given to me as a gift. Okay, so let's pull your cards. I'm going to pull myself off of here so you can just concentrate on the cards and not on me. And I've got all new rocks for you today. I can't remember all their names, but these are all really grounding earth rocks. I know that you are an air sign, but it's to help bring down that energy from above and ground it into Mother Earth. And doesn't this, if you look at this beautiful stone, doesn't this look like Earth? I mean, I call this my Mother Earth. She's just beautiful. Okay. Your card is wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. Now, I don't know what that's in relation to, and I'm hoping we get clarity. Okay, so this is you. Let's move these guys over so we have room. Wow, you've got some very powerful cards here. Which is all yummy. Oh, I love the Empress. Uh-oh, what's this guy doing here? This must be the bide your time. I'm telling you, it's tapping in. Look at that. Oh, wow. This is amazing already. And I haven't even got to start reading what the energies are about yet, but I can tell you these are great cards. Because you've got the Hermit card, which is a major arcana. You have Temperance, major arcana. You have Empress, major arcana, the Devil, and the Emperor, all major arcana. So most of your cards are major arcana. Oh, so that probably taps into this why you don't want to rush into anything right now, because I feel like information is still coming for you to come in before you can make decisions on things. Okay, so to start off with, this card right here is representing kind of what this focus is about. It's this Page of Swords. Now, pages are usually younger people. So this could either be someone that is in your immediate environment. Could be your child. It could be a brother, sister, somebody that's close to you, or this could be you. Maybe you're feeling a lot more younger and vibrant because maybe you've made some changes in your life that have improved your situation. But if you look at her, right, she's walking across here because she is hungry for knowledge and she's got a trillion ideas. When I see birds in the tarot, I always think of them as messengers. And the other interesting thing is that's what pages represent in tarot as well. Because the pages in tarot were the younger people in court. And their role was to learn as much as they could so that they could move up in rank, basically. And eventually, hopefully, move into a situation where they could either become the king or a confidant or something, right? So the assignments that the king would give pages are couriers. So they were couriers, messengers. So you could very well be waiting for some type of a message that is going to stimulate your mind in some way, because swords have to do with how we express our thoughts and our ideas, how we think, how we communicate, and how we make decisions. So it looks like you're gathering information, you've got lots of ideas, but you're waiting for something to come in. And then this energy represents what is helping you or hurting you. And this is the King of Cups. Now, the King is an energy that is looking for experience or is utilizing existing experience. This king is a master of his emotions. He's a very grounded individual. He's very open. He's very honest. He loves good communication. He's very warm, inviting, kind. All of those good things reside within him. So this could be somebody that's coming in to help you. This could be your dad. This could be you. This could be your husband. This energy doesn't necessarily have to represent a male. It is really genderless, but if it's going to be a mentor for you, or if it's going to be somebody that's going to be coming in for you, they embrace and embody these specific energies of this king. And then this is what's going on in your mind. So this, you've got another page here, which is the Page of Cups. And this energy is about really tapping into your heart. You can see his heart is just like beaming, right? It's a potential for love. It could be a new love coming in. Now, this person is younger in nature, or in expression, I should say. Doesn't necessarily mean that they are a young person, but they could be. But the other thing is this person really has very high expectations and high hopes for their idea of what love means to them. Okay, so that's kind of what that energy is. And then this is what's supporting you. Now, the Temperance card is about caution and balance and thinking things through. And if you look at this energy, he's balancing the dark and the light. So he's alchemical in nature. He can create things by his ability to be able to tap into that energy. And as you can see, there's these beautiful wings behind him, right? So this energy is one of thinking things through, and that would tie into this wait, don't rush, right? Because this energy is also a major arcana card. And what that's telling me is that you're going to be working through this energy for a while. You're going to be working with this balance and caution before you move forward kind of energy. And the reason why I think that is happening is because you're going to go into a little bit of a hermit mode. Now, the hermit is a withdrawing. This is another major arcana. As you can see, this hermit has gone up on a hill so he can gain enlightenment. He can see things from above, right? So he can tap into his higher self is kind of what I pick up. And then this hermit card also talks about a time to think, withdrawing, so that you can think things through. So whatever it is that you're being cautious about and that you need to think things through, it's like you can get opinions from all the people around you, but in the end, it's your decision on whatever it is that you choose to do. And you have to feel good about that decision. Okay. You have to feel good about it and feel as though, you've weighed all your options. And that's what that card is about. Okay. And then we move into your near future. So this is something that's happening like quickly. Like once you go into this hermit mode, once you've done this, you're going to be walking away from something that has been a situation that has been hurtful to your heart. It could be a job, it could be a project, it could be something that you had started and you have not been able to complete, right? Because 8s have to do with obstacles of our advancements. So she's walking away. She's like, okay, I've tried everything that I can do with this situation. And the only thing for me to do is to save my own heart and my own feelings and just walk into the light. So whatever it was has been heavy. It's kind of a dark period. And she's walking into the light to create something new, which was the best choice for her because now she's walking into, so she's progressing. See this 8 of Cups into the 9 of Cups? This is the wish card. The 9 of Cups, 9s represent progression and advancement. So you are going to be progressing and advancing. And whatever it is that you're progressing and advancing on is going to light you up with joy. Because look how exuberant she is. This card has got all this gold. So that means that there's like divine energy. This is a blessing. This is something that you've been working towards, and it's just going to really help you feel really good about all the things that you've been creating because it's your wish card. Your wish is going to come true. And then you have this Empress card. The Empress card to me, I love the Empress card. She's one of my favorites. She's the divine feminine. She's the divine feminine energy. She's about healing. She's about growth. She's about nurturing. So not only does she nurture herself and know how to create the abundance and everything that she wants in her life because she is a fantastic manifester, she also does that for others. So the only caution would be not to over mother someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't put all of your energy into others so that you no longer have the ability to nurture and yourself, right? So the Empress is about nurturing, growth, and creativity. She is one full of ideas. Also, if you're in the fertile years, if you do not want to get pregnant, you may want to take precautions because she's very fertile at this time. And as this is a major arcana, this is going to be in your energy for a while, right? This is going to be in your energy for a little bit. And then we have the Devil. The Devil, again, is another major arcana card. And the thing about the Devil is that this is about negative blocks and self-doubt. So again, this has to do with the way of thinking. This is a card about procrastination. This is a card about distraction, right? So you might find yourself tapping into some of those energies. Now, this card is also a card about addiction. So be very careful that you don't allow addictions to take over, whatever that could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs. It could be food. It could be food. It could be drugs. It could be, I don't know, anything that would put you in a position of feeling as though you need more and more and more. That's what addiction is about. Like you will do everything in your power in order to create this distraction for yourself. But really, when I look at this card, and I call this my Jim Morrison card. Doesn't that guy look like Jim Morrison? I don't know if you know who Jim Morrison is, but if you don't, you should look him up. He was a famous singer with the Doors back in the 70s, I think. But anyway, what I see is him tying this person up. Like there's these loose cords, which this person is in this grip, right? This person is not in control. So just be aware that that energy is surrounding you. And when you feel that temptation, it's completely up to you what you decide to do with it. But just know that you're going to be tempted with something, okay? And then your outcome is the Emperor. Now, what's beautiful about this card is that you also have this Empress. These are divine counterparts. So this could be if you are starting a new relationship, which wasn't this Page of Cups, possibly a new relationship starting for you. It's going to be a divine counterpart. It could be a soulmate, okay? And the Emperor, his energy is all about authority, leadership. He's extremely focused. I always think of President Trump when I see this card because I see this game board here. And Trump is very comfortable in his own skin. I use him as an example because this card is also a card of an entrepreneur, a businessman, a business person. They know how to play the game, right? And Trump is a 5D chess player. He has taught his son, Barron, to play chess with him, 5-dimensional chess with him. So I just find it fascinating that this energy is coming in for you as your, final outcome or your long-term effect, because you're going to be embracing the energies of this and of this card. Now, the Emperor has very clear, structured vision. He can see things point A to B very easily. He knows how to get things done. He's an action taker. His energy is very warm. He's very vibrant. He has very good communication skills. Okay. Now, the only thing that I always say as a caution for the Emperor, if this energy is your energy and you embrace the qualities of the Emperor energy, is just be careful that you don't step over other people in order to get what you want, okay? You always have to be mindful that, there are people out there that are going to want to assist you, for you to be the master builder, for you to be the, the leader that you are meant to be. So just keep that in mind, okay? Overall, this is an amazing reading. You've got lots of really good stuff happening for you at this time. You've got this Nine of Cups here. You have the Emperor and the Empress and the Emperor energy. There is something that you'll be walking away from after some thought. You're going to move slowly because you're getting a guidance, excuse me, to not rush into action, right? But overall, it looks really, really good. So now I'm going to put myself back on the screen. Hi. And now I'm going to pull your last three main themes from the Tea Leaf Tarot. And your first card is Shield. You need to defend yourself. Okay, so defense. That could very well be that you might need this defense because of this devil energy, right? This stuff that's going to be coming in to try to tempt you, to try to pull you away or pull you off your path or whatever that energy is. Only you will know because it'll be different for each of you, right? Because this is a general reading. A way that you can create your shield, though, is put on your armor of God. I put on my armor of God every day. I get up, I destroy my armor of God from the previous day, and then I create my new armor of God for the energy of the moment. And by doing that, I call on Archangel Sandalphon to give me my shoes of grace so I can walk with grace on the planet. Then I ask Archangel Metatron to give me my belt of truth so that I'm always speaking my truth from my highest self. Then I ask Archangel Michael to give me my sword of the Spirit and my shield of faith. But I always ask Archangel Michael to fight my battles for me. I really don't want to be a person that is in battle. I don't like being in battle. So I figure if I can get the angels to help me with that, to help protect my space in that way, I call on them frequently. And Archangel Michael is always, always there to help us. And then I put on my breastplate of righteousness. I call on Archangel Uriel for the breastplate of righteousness. And, you know, for me, that energy is so that I know the difference between right and wrong, so that I know that nothing is going to pull me off of my path without me allowing it to happen. It's got to be conscious effort, my free will, right? And then I call on Archangel Metatron to put on my crown of awakening or my crown of awareness. And that's what I use as my shield. I mean, you can use whatever shield you like. Some people just use the white light. Some people use the violet light of transmutation, whatever is comfortable for you. Your next card is Rabbit. And the rabbit says, too much concern with sexual matters. That could be an addiction too, right there, sex. I didn't even think about that. That may be a temptation for you, or for some of you anyway. And then lightning is your last card, and it reads, control your anger or you will be sorry. So for me, that kind of ties in with that wait, don't take action right now. Be careful of your words, because your words, once they come out, are very powerful and you can't take them back. Okay, Aquarius, that about wraps up our reading for today. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, take very good care of you. Be well.